The world is a wonder, what path will I take? My life is a miracle.
My life is a miracle.
My breath is a miracle.
Breath is a miracle.
No stress is a miracle.
No stress, no stress.
I'm blessed, it's a miracle. I woke up, it's a miracle.
Woke up positive.
Got through tough, it's a miracle.
Tough is a miracle.
Won't give up, it's a miracle.
Give up is a miracle.
I'm surrounded by miracles.
I'm surrounded by miracles.
Do you believe in? Do you believe in miracles?
Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Katrina Denise, and today let's listen to the messages that Spirit has to say from our Akashic record. It's time for you to speak what you want into existence. And Spirit is saying, get really creative with your language and delivery. Rephrase the words of what it is that you want, of what's true for you. Don't be afraid to put a word to it, put an emotion on it, put a name on it, label it. Label your abundance. Just ask for what it is that you're wanting and you will receive. Don't consider if you can afford it, if you can't afford it, or the price. Imagine how you feel when you have that thing. Imagine the life that you want. And only put your mind to those things that you want in your life. You have a choice right now to connect to your intuition or to remain disconnected with scattered energy. Miracles are coming with focus. Miracles are coming when you take charge of your universe, of the world that you want to see for yourself. And it may sound aloof, or another word for aloof would be like far off, like your head is in the clouds for thinking that you can have the things that you want. You know how much they cost. You know how far the places are. You know the time that it takes to do it. And your energy is scattered into these places. So I see your energy isn't scattered into people, but into details. But the divine is saying, trust that in the details lies the miracles. I also see a caring connection. And so now it's time for you to pause and just be present and be wise, because there is a new supportive relationship that's coming. It's a kindred spirit. It's someone that's just like you. And together, you and this person will soar. There is going to be a dependence. But listen, this dependence doesn't come with attachments. This dependence comes with growth. This is similar to a little one needing their parent to get them ready for school. But once they go to school, there's no more needing dependence for anything. You're ready to go. So this dependence, you'll need them to set up some type of structure, and this is going to prepare you to propel to where you're ready to go. And this caring connection that either you have with someone else or with yourself is coming because you've released the attachments that were enabling you. The attachments keeping on with the child whose parents get them ready for school and they're good to go. They get to school and then they get into the nurse's office and want to call their parent because they need this or that, and they really don't need anything at all. Because they're still feeling attached to the care and the assistance that they had before they got to their destination. And so the divine is telling you to just reflect on yourself and on those that you're in relationships with that help you. And know that when you get to the place that you're meant to be in, you don't need to call out. You don't need to reach out for support. There won't be anyone around you, but your invisible help. Just know that when you don't see your physical help there, that's where God is. He's not only behind you, he's not only beside you, but he's within you. So he's telling you that when you get to the place where he sets your feet on to stand your ground, anything that was depleting you, Instead of meditating on the details of why and trying to find solutions, you don't need to do any of that. The bravery comes in just following what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel joy. It's your self-love. It's what heals you from being depleted. You're super authentic. You're divine at all times. And you weren't designed to always fit in. You will fit in sometime in some places, but it's a known that you will need to break away. You will need to be to yourself. And this is because you're able to express yourself fully in a unique ways when you recharge yourself, when you step back into the presence of others. You don't have to do too much work, no action, no talking, because your very being is the magnet for success. I see that you're really grounded, and in your present moment is rewards and recognitions for the hard work that you have done all the way up until this point. You're on the highest part of the road, which means you've already went through the valley. Congratulations. You're courageous when it comes to your heart. You always get back to balance and release things that you just don't have faith. What's hard for people to let go is easy for you because when you don't have faith in it, you don't trust that everything is going to work out with that, then you simply remove your awareness and energy from that total situation or circumstance and detach and accept what is for you. And all good things are for you. So your mind just meditates on good things. And this is how you're able to break the illusions of deception time and time again, my friend. It's like there's always something for you to be grateful for, even in the most darkest situations. And now it's time for you to recognize what's going well in your life and what it is that you can be thankful for. If you're questioning yourself and you're unable to move forward, don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and the power to see through it. Now's the time to break free from limiting patterns. So I see the energy now is you've really paid attention to your environment and you're doing that more closely now. It's a total rebranding going on in your life. You're paying extra close attention, making your outside world look like the inner world that you see for yourself, just beauty all around. When you're by yourself, you have the time of your life and you have a fresh start each time you go back into your mind and center back in on the things that bring you joy. You're protected from fake friends because you know how to strategically communicate with people. You plan your talking time with associates and friends. This is part of your scheduling. And that's what some people don't understand about time management. They feel that they can allow any distraction or interruption to come into their day and derail them from their projects or from the things that they're working on. But I see here that the fact that you're so structured and organized that within your day, you plan to do your work, your projects, and you also plan social activities, be it with your family or be it with coworkers or friends. You plan time for that. So there's a start time and there's an end time. And this has really protected you from fake friends because they cannot intrude on your time or your plans or take away your resources that's not allotted to them, which is why many people do end up stuck in lack, which is why you will never be stuck in lack. So it's easy for you to open up your heart because it's easy for you to close it. Like you've broken free and you really studied yourself. You've studied the things that bring you peace on the inner world and the outer world. That's why right now, because you've mastered your inner world to the T, it's a rebranding, a rewrite, a redo of your outer environment right now. And there's boundless possibilities. You're really about to expand. This idea that you have the miracles are your cash. Okay. You can consider God as your debit card in this season, and your mind's eye that's expanding. Just know for every expansion, there will be the resources to get you there. You'll discover that. Keep going. Keep going hard on the work that you're doing. Reminding yourself of all of the accomplishments that you've made thus far by going hard. And we know that our hard is different than this world's hard. Our going hard on what you're doing is stay focused. Stay focused on what matters. What matters is your inner peace, your joy, your happiness, your enlightenment. And then once that's all set up inside, we take that outward because they're all one, anyways. Life is just one big mirror. And you're like going back and forth with yourself. You're in this energy of questioning if this is your obligation. Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. So you could keep going into these places and spaces and beautifying them and glamorizing them, but should you? What if you went into your own spaces? What if you started creating your own environments? And that's exactly what you're doing. I'm seeing right after this a relentless commitment to challenges approaching, and you're mastering them with force. So you are tearing down old structures and environments. You're not going to the same places. You're not doing the same things you used to do. And probably in your own place, like in your room, bedroom, different places in your home, they're getting a makeover because the highest you is not only stable and secure, but they're comfortable in all of the places that they are. And I know that there's this saying that's been going around for as long as I've known that do not be comfortable, that comfort is your enemy. But the divine is saying comfort is your birthright. Luxury is your birthright, my friend. And you are walking away with your precious energy. And with that precious energy, you're going to use it to make precious things. Another thing about what's always been said about energy is that energy can never be destroyed. I've heard that. But when you think about it on a quantum level, energy that is not connected to a source, it came from source, but it's not connected, that energy does burn out. It dies. Stars die. And that's the difficult road that most people don't see. That's why you're on the highest road. You're on the highest road because your perspective has grown to show you that you are connected to source at all time, and you are the source of everything that you want in this life. You're the source. And that's why you shall have it and you shall see it. However, for those who do not remember that all that they have, all that they are, is God. The energy that God gave them to live their life, when they stop their relationship, their connection with Source, their star dies out. And that's how you resolved how to get to the highest part of life when you were in those valleys, how to see it through, because you knew that the God who made that valley made the mountain. It's like the valleys in the mountain. And even when people get to the mountaintop, there's another mountaintop. You got to come on down. I mean, it's a climb. Life is a climb. And you step back. And that's where we are at, you went down to the valley, you went up to the top of the mountain, and then you step back and you've seen that. There was a victim mindset about how you could take charge in your life, how you could jump in and get whatever it is that you were wanting. But you could only get it by questioning everything that you were ever told, everything about energy, everything about life, rebirth, reincarnation. And you started trusting yourself and you found the lesson. That's the lesson. You will never get tired. You will never burn out. You will never die because you are source. And not only are you source, you know that. I see here that you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It is time for some life cleanup. Yeah, there's some changes that has to be made. You gotta clean up, starting my life over again. I made up my mind. I ain't lying no more. 'Cause a lie and a cheater can't make it through the door. I gotta clean up, starting my life over again. I made up my mind. 'Cause a lie and a cheater. You considered your options. What type of life do you want for yourself? Do you want an honest life? And not honest to everyone. And I know that's something that seems counterintuitive to a spiritual person when I say not honest to everyone, but no, you're not. Life is already built. There's a structure built here. There's multiple games built within the structure of your society, of your workplace, of your community. And what you must do is learn those rules and play to your advantage, harming none. Be honest with the world if you want to. You'll just be a martyr. Okay. So I see that you came to this realization. You are being asked to practice patience. It's not easy to do this, but the strong do this. We release judgment. When something happens to us that's not right, that has injustice, energy, we feel it. Our body has to release it. And that's when we respond with creative, beneficial move. Because now, this world isn't built to be fair. However, the spiritual law is built for justice. It's a shame. It is a shame that these are the games we have to play. But because it's a game, there's no shame in doing it. There's no shame in being authentically you and playing by your own rules. Stop and letting go. Speaking up for what's true to you and letting go of what's not part of your universe. And that is the reading. Until next time.
Mirror on the wall. Who looking good today? Me. Who knocked out everything on their list they had to do today? Me. Who ain't nobody fucking with to the 10th degree? That'll be a me. Yeah.